You are the epitome of strength and courage. You are a dreamer, you are a believer, and you are an achiever. You are the best, beautiful, strong woman. It's time to break the silence. It is International Women's Day today. A very beautiful and good late evening from India. Time up. Namaste, Dobro Doide, Dobrodan, hello, good morning, energetic noon to all the beautiful pious souls who are being with us today. I, Supriya Kumar Velan, welcome you all on the behalf of Macedonian Association, Doza Srekja, International Macedonia. And I express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who makes this show possible. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to the most, you can say, the great personality who believe Onash Togo Pravime Denish Ostanuva Vo Vechnoshta, International Representative of Macedonian Association, Doza Srekja, Dr. Dragon, who has proved a big milestone in the field of research and development, phytomedicine, who is a scientist, educator, speaker, author, and who made this successful show today. Without my team, it was not at all possible to create this show today. So once again, I heartfelt thanks to my team, to you all, lovely ladies and gentlemen, on the count of International Women's Day. And let's take this drive on, let's take this journey on. And I am so super excited to take with you all this beautiful journey. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today is International Women's Day, we all know. Fragility, thy name is women. Women is not to be understood as mere a woman and a weakness point, rather than her attribute and strength. It's all about her rendering respect, gaining self-respect, and respect from a woman to a woman. The most important, respect to both the genders today. So let's begin our journey. And I am exceedingly excited to call upon our first performer from India, who has proved music is the food of love, none other than Dr. Shanti Sarvanan, who is a dynamic personality, director of Sansar, multifaceted celebrity, artist, author, financial literacy of thorough groups. Welcome, Shanti. The floor is all yours.
Thank you all, and happy Women's Day and happy Holi from India. This is Dr. Shanti Saravanan, and my name is Sansar, celebrity artist and contemporary arts, almost 25 years of experience in arts field. So one small dedicate to all women, my lovable women. Here I want to celebrate with my music, with our music. So let's join our music and enjoy the pleasant. Thank you all. Now I started play. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shanti, for this Veena Vadinam. We can say it's reflecting our Indian culture and music. You can say music is the food of love, and that's what Shakespeare has said rightly. Great one. Give her a big hand for Dr. Shanti, really. You amazed us with your virtuous musical instrument playing. Hats off to you. And ladies and gentlemen, kindly today excuse me for my sore throat. It's really been, challenge to speak today. Hope you all understand today. Well, moving to my lovely journey. Now, the second performer is from Malaysia. Esther Mala, who is a young scientist, you can say, who is not, you can say, whatever I will say, it's very less for her. She's a soft skill trainer, young dynamic coach, and of course, a very talented person. So great applause for this beautiful Esther Mala from Malaysia. Esther, the floor is all yours to hit on.
Thank you, Dr. Supriya. Welcome, everyone. Happy International Women's Day to all fabulous, dynamic, elegant, lovely, and brilliant women around the globe. I welcome you again. Our theme today, for this year, for the International Women's Day, is digital innovation and technology for gender equality. Innovation and technology are powerful tools. Let's see what is happening and where do we stand as women. May I share my screen, Dr. Supriya?
Yes, sure.
I've shared this, digital innovation and technology for gender equality. This is our team. Let's define women. Women are pillars of our family, nation, and to the world. How do we play our role as pillars? Women are pillars of our family, nation, and world. Suggest that women play a crucial role in society, serving as foundation on which families, communities, and even entire nations are built. This topic emphasizes the importance of women in various aspects of life and acknowledges their contribution to the progress and well-being of the society. It also highlights the need to empower women and to ensure gender equality to enable them to fulfill potential and make even greater impact to our world. Women as pillars of the family. Women, we play role as daughter, sister, mother, wife, mother-in-law. Importance. Why? What is our contribution in families? We support financially, educationally, morally, and also we invest our energy. As long as we are awake, we invest even our energy for our family. When it comes to nations, historical contribution, especially in decision making of the past in the area of the applicability, novelty, and memory in the present. Women's participation in political and social movements, involvement in peacemaking and conflict resolution. We do this even at home. We are problem solver at home. We are supporter. We are peacekeeper. Women play an important role in promoting national development, peace, education, social development, caregivers, and many more. Women as pillars in the world, we contribute for global development as scientists, politicians, leaders, journalists, and educators generally. Women involved in international organizations promoting sustainable development. Women are agents of change in global issues as well. What are the challenges faced by the women as pillars at home, nation, and in the world? Gender discrimination and equality, violence against women, lack of access to education and resources, lack of representation and opportunities, importance given in addressing these challenges. Even when we have problems, we have issues, even to getting it resolved, we have problems because we depend on many people, especially authorities, to resolve our challenges. Statistics related to women worldwide. In the area of education, according to UNESCO, there's more than 130 million girls are out there in school globally, and women make 2/3 of the world illiterate adults. Surprising? Yes, this is the latest info. Employment. According to International Labour Organization, women's labor force participation rate is only 48.5% compared to 75% of men. In politics, Interparliamentarian Union, according to them, the women make about 25% of parliamentarians globally, whereas United Nations mentioned that parliamentary seats globally for women is only about 24.6%. Violence against women. World Health Organization, according to them, 1 in 3 women globally experience physical or sexual violence in their lifetime. Next, the maternal health. According to the World Health Organization, approximately 295,000 women die each year to complications related to pregnancy and childbirth. So are we really advanced? Still a long way to go. This is quite a big figure. Huge ones. Pay gap, salary gap. World Economic Forum defines that women globally earn an average about only 63% of what men earn, which is actually 23.1% lesser than men. according to UN. Child marriage. According to UNICEF, approximately 12 million girls are married before the age of 18 years each year. Access to the health care. Women still suffer barriers accessing to health care. World Health Organization. Women are more likely than men to experience unmet health needs. Conclusion. Women play a crucial role in shaping the future of our society by raising their children, contributing to the workforce, and driving positive change in their communities. Women have proven time and again that they are capable of achieving great things and overcoming challenges despite facing discrimination and inequalities. It is important for us to recognize the value and contribution of women in all aspects of our lives and work towards creating a more equal and inclusive society. By empowering women, we can create a better, brighter future for ourselves and our future generation to come. I have a message for all the women and the men out there. Women, to all women, please respect your man. Let it be your husband, let it be your boss, your father, your brother, or even friends. God created us as a helpmate to the man. We are awesome multitaskers. We are not slave to men, but we are helpmate. We are the manager at home. Being a woman is not, especially a wife, is not a license to control or rule over your man, but to work together to achieve family goals, couple goals, even the goals of our children. We help them to get them achieve their goals. We are powerful. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Well, Esther, thank you so much for this lovely presentation. And the most important thing is that you have given an amazing message that we have to respect both the genders. Whether if you're a woman, you have to respect your men. You have to respect this gender. And you don't have that authority to control over it. So that's the loveliest message Esther has given, besides being a great presentation. So hats off to you. Thank you so much and wish you all the best for your future endeavors, Esther. Great fun. Well, ladies, beautiful ladies, moving to our journey, now it's time for a gentleman to do a great performance. And our next gentleman is none other than from Bangladesh, Mohammad Shahriar Parvez. Mohammad Shahriar, the floor is all yours to hit on.
Oh my God. Namaste. Hello, everyone. This is a
Namaste.
platform, and I am become so much honored because this is the platform of beautiful ladies and beautiful women. I respect you all, and only me and brother Vaughn is here. So I think Dr. Dragon will join very soon. So uh, basically, this is a show. This is a webinar, just inviting Dr. Supriya that, yes, Professor Parvez, this is a program for performance. And where just I just see that upper in my name, it is like written just performer. So today I am actually not a professor. I am actually honored to each and every woman of this world, especially at first to my mom. So, and also I sing for you. So I respect all of the women and I sing for you. And before I start my song, I'm just giving only one message that in my life, I have only one dream, that I don't want to see any old home in this society, because we respect our parents. Our parents is our asset. So we respect our mother, we respect our father. Without their love and care, it is not possible for me right here to perform these kinds of performance. So I'm just perform only one song for you, each of the beautiful ladies in front of me and all around the world. That in this song, basically I am performing this song in three different languages: in English, in Hindi, and in Bengali, because I am from Bangladesh. So this is a song all of you are knowing, that is 100 miles, the 500 miles. So I'm just performing with you because you perform with me. Otherwise, it's not possible for me to perform this song. So I'm just start this song with my voice. I know I have not such a good voice, but yes, I'm just performing this thing for you. Thank you so much. If you miss the train I'm on, you will know that I am gone. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. Lord, I'm one, Lord, I'm two, Lord, I'm three, Lord, I'm four, Lord, I'm 500 miles away from home. जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए, जब कोई मुश्किल पड़ जाए, तुम देना साथ मेरा, ओ हम नवा. न कोई है न कोई था जिंदगी में तुम्हारे सिवा, तुम देना साथ मेरा, ओ हम नवा. এখনো কি আমার কথা মনে পড়ে মধুমিতা, আমি শুনি বারবার সেই আওয়াজ. If you miss the train I'm on, you just feel that I'm gone. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles. Lord, I'm 500 miles away from home. Thank you. Thank you.
Excellent, Dr. Parvez. And I cannot believe an educationist, a global educator, and now you're a singer. Oh my God. आपने तो क्या बोलते हैं उसे, I am, my emotions are coming out from my heart that really, जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए, जब कोई मुश्किल आ जाए, and the Hamdam song is really, really amazing and so motivated and so inspiring that you have won thousands of hearts today, of especially all the beautiful women, if I am not wrong. And yes, you have won the world too, Dr. Parvez.
And I just added that each and every time when I sing the song, or I just sang this song in front of my mom. My mom always blessed me, because without her love, actually, it's not possible for me to
Yes,
perform
yes.
this kind of show. I lost my mom in 2013. So
Oh.
each and every day now, I am just feeling that, yes, my mom with me in my heart. Otherwise, I am nothing. So thank you so
Great.
much inviting me this kinds of wonderful webinar and conference. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Pravesh. Really, you're a great. Give him a bigger round of applause, ladies. Yes, you rocked it, Mr. Pravesh. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, moving to this lovely journey of International Women's Day, now it's time for another gentleman, and I think he's here from Canada, Von Eric Tendor. Yes, Von, the floor is all yours.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sophia. I can't open my camera because I'm driving actually.
Oh,
So, in Canada, there's very strict, if I'm holding my cell phone, I'll be charged, and it's like $300 to $400
Von,
fine.
we don't
So,
want you to get charged,
Yeah.
especially on Women's Day. You can switch off your cam and speak.
yeah. Okay, thank you for your understanding. Okay. Well, good morning from Alberta, Canada. It's 10:35 in the morning here. It's windy. It's cold. It's snowing. So it's an honor to be here in this wonderful celebration of International Women's Day. Only two gentlemen, and great job, my brother from Bangladesh. What a great song. So thank you for serenading our ladies here. Today we celebrate Women's International Day. From challenges to change, from inequality to equality. This is the time that we should recognize the contribution of women in academia, in our society, in every organization. So you see, we're only two gentlemen here. We are outnumbered. That's how women powerful are. I would like to share something about Toastmasters International, because this is very significant and important related to today's celebration. So in 1970, Helen Blanchard became the first female member of Toastmasters. By the way, Toastmasters International are the biggest organization when it comes to leadership and communication and public speaking. And there are three Toastmaster ladies here. Dr. Supriya Sal, Dr. Anoja, my friend Esther. Esther, great job, by the way. So in 1970, he was the first ever female member of Toastmasters. But at that time, membership was restricted to men. Yes. So she gave her name as H, not Helen, on her membership form. And it was only 3 years after that, in 1973, that was the day I was born too. That was the year I was born. It was only 3 years later when women were officially allowed to join Toastmasters. And in 1985, Helen became the first president, female president of the biggest organization. She passed away in 2013. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, on this International Women's Day, we salute Helen Blanchard for blazing a path for the many other women who have excelled as Toastmasters for over 44 years. So that's how significant the contribution of the first female member and first female president of the biggest organization of public speaking, leadership, and communication. That's my simple story to you, my dear ladies, friends, and gentlemen. So today, let's acknowledge the contribution of women. In my own dialect in the Philippines, we call the mother as ilaw ng tahanan. In English, the light of our home. So you see, women are the light. And a family is not complete without mother. Right? They complete us. We need women. If we always say that behind the success of a man is a woman, that's true. But right now, it's both. Because behind the success of every woman, there are also men who are supporting them. But we men acknowledge the power of women. We have women in politics. We have the first female Prime Minister of United Kingdom, Sri Lanka, first female president of United States, or maybe Philippines. We still don't have United States, but we almost had 6 years ago or 12 years ago. So you see, women are everywhere. Corporate, academe, organizations. In here alone in this event, women are powerful. So we acknowledge women. I remember the first Indian Miss Universe, when they asked her, what is the essence of a woman to you? And she beautifully said, a child comes from a woman. A mother is a woman. That is the essence of a woman. So you see, that's how powerful women are. I don't know, from the Bible, they said, men came from the ribs of a woman. I can't remember, but looks like it's like that. So I will not make it long. I would like to say to all of you, Happy International Women's Day. Again, this is Bon Eric Tandok. Thank you very much. Over to you, Dr. Supriya.
Thank you, Vaughn. It is really a wonderful thing to know from you. And I totally agree. When a man appreciates a woman appreciates a man. And that's what the society says, respect both the genders. And that's what you have reflected, Vaughn. And thank you so much. While driving, you took this opportunity to express your views and add value to our show. So thank you so much. And I hope you are not being charged by not opening the camera. All right? Great one.
No, and I'm not holding my my cell phone too. Because
Okay.
if police will quote me holding my cell phone, they will find me. So
Great. And we don't want that
expensive.
too.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Vaughn. Well, beautiful ladies and gentlemen, now let's move to Spain, and we have Yolanda George Bisterio. Welcome, Yolanda, and she is going to speak a poetry in Spanish, because language is never a barrier when you want to do something in your life, and that's what the message we are going to get from Yolanda. Yolanda, the floor is all yours to hit on. You are mute, Yolanda.
Yes, okay. Mis saludos desde España. No hablo inglés, pero igualmente os amo. I love you, to all women in these happy women days. Congratulations to all. I wish the best congratulations from my person and from Spain. President Success World One Spain. I want to read a little poem to the women, but in Spanish language, of course. I'm sorry. These poems say, a las mujeres que no están ya con nosotros, a las víctimas de violencia de género, a sus familias, a las víctimas por persecución y sus creencias, ideologías, tradiciones, a las que estamos y las hemos visto partir en cualquiera circunstancia que sea tu caso, os saludo a todas. Congratulations to all women. Un abrazo permanente en este pequeño homenaje a mis dos reinas del cielo, my mother and my grandmother. There are in sky. Las mujeres de mi vida. Cuando te fuiste, me quedé en silencio, no supe reaccionar. Quería gritar y reclamar al cielo. Me he exigido mucho en todo este tiempo y no quería romperme, dar muestras de desconfianza, decepción o sencillamente admitir un fracaso a mis plegarias. Adiós. Siempre he tenido que dar muestras de dominio propio y en este día no era diferente. Abuela, hermanos, hijas, tíos, estaban a tu lado y junto a mí. No pude asumirlo entonces y mucho menos ahora, muchos años después. Me ha costado sacar de mi interior tanto dolor. ¿Cuántas veces te llamé bajito en la soledad de mi habitación cuando todos dormían llamándote mami, sabiendo que ya no estabas entre nosotras? ¿Cuánta falta me has hecho todo este tiempo? No podía mencionar tu nombre delante de nadie sin llorar. Las letras que escribí entonces no tuve valor para que vieran la luz. El nudo en el pecho no me dejaba y quería guardarla solo para mí. No fue hasta años después que cobraron vida en mis cartas al cielo. Letter of Sky. Entendiendo que pueden ayudar a otras personas a superar una pérdida o a identificarse con mis letras. No os canséis de decir te quiero. I love you so much, mom. Abrazar, mimar, besar y decir aún lo evidente de tu cariño. Es necesario llorar y hacerlo en el momento que lo sientes. Hay que gritar si deseas y necesitas hacerlo. Y así deshogar ese llanto que nunca parece terminar, aunque sea retorciendo tu angustia contra la almohada. El dolor y la tristeza no pueden esconderse en ningún intersticio del alma, porque cuando menos lo creas, estalla y terminas rompiendo tu corazón en trozos, tu alma en pedazos y tu cuerpo quedará hundido. El tiempo todo lo cura. Y con entendí que tenías que irte, pero no me enseñaste a estar sin ti, a crecer en este largo camino en tu ausencia. Aprendí a duras penas a sobrevivir tu falta, a amar cada recuerdo y a prodigar alabanzas al cielo cada vez que apareces y te veo en sueños. A veces he tenido miedo de olvidar tu rostro o tu voz y me miro al espejo y te veo. Gracias por tanto, mujeres de mi vida. Nos veremos en el cielo. La fe es lo único que nos queda. Muchas gracias a todas. Un abrazo muy fuerte desde España para todas ustedes. God bless you to you, all women, all brave women of the world. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, Yolanda. And one thing I would love to say, we could understand Spanish, but the motive behind it, we understood very better that respect a woman to a woman, love a woman to a woman, and that's what makes you a strong woman, because a woman should know to respect a woman, neither a hatred, neither a cat race competition. So thank you so much, Yolanda.
Thank you to you, Supriya. You are a wonderful woman, a brave woman
Thank you
of
so
the
much.
world.
Great.
Congratulations to all.
Thank you so much, Yolanda. And now it's time to move to USA. And now next performer is Natasha Jones. Natasha, are you here? Yes, she's here. If I talk about Natasha, she is a self-discovery and relationship transformation coach, 3x Amazon best-selling author. What should I say more about her? Let's welcome a vivacious personality from US. Yes, Natasha.
Thank you. I'm just so excited to be here with you guys. I'm excited to speak today. I was trying to figure out, I said, okay, God, what do you want me to say to the women? Okay, because I know I could talk about so much stuff. And He gave me 2 different topics, okay? The first one he gave me is called check your balance. Okay, check your balance. And I'm like, okay, because you know, as women, we're trying to multitask so many things, but sometimes when we do it at our spiritual level, we're imbalanced and we're not making the deposits that we need to be able to sustain, to be successful, and to not have those burnout moments. And he gave me Matthew 6:21 and says, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Wherever you put your treasures is where your heart will be also. And he says, told me, he says, how big is your bank account? I'm like, what do you mean, how big my bank account? I know what's in my bank account, you know? He says, I'm not talking about your physical bank account. I'm talking about what are you deposited into your spiritual bank account? What are you putting in? What are you allowing other people to put in, women? What are we allowing people to make withdrawals from our spiritual bank account that's leaving us depleted and leaving us to where we're tired, we're exhausted, because we have to check our balance. And he told me, he says, you probably have I'm gonna read what he told me, okay? He says, you probably have a pretty accurate rate of how much savings and investments you have in your natural account, but how much savings and investments do you have in your spiritual account, okay? It says, but my question doesn't have to do with the funds that you have in your deposit in First National or Navy Federal or wherever you bank at. He says, I'm talking about the vaults of heaven of your spiritual bank account. And one thing about it, he says the key word here is invest, okay? Invest. That means inwardly investing in who you are and who you were called to be, and our purpose and our service here and our servitude here, okay? And he says no bank account is going to put money into your account for you, okay? They're not just going to go get their money and say, hey, I'm going to deposit in your account, bam, here you some money. But it takes us being accountable, reading the necessary things that we need and getting that motivation and reading our word and fasting and praying and surrounding ourselves with a community of faith believers, of women, of people who are getting there, people that's about collaboration and not competition, who's about community and not chaos. We are to surround ourselves around those type of people and invest in where we're going. Not where we are now, but where are you going? Where's your balance? Where you're headed to? What is your destiny journey? Okay. And many Christians, okay, many people are like the poor preacher that comes to the church, put his 50 cents in the office and want people to look at his little 50 cents he put in there, hoping they'll say, oh, he put 50 cents in, let me help him. You know, that's not why we're here. And one thing about it, when the preacher done that, and this is a true story, the little boy walks up to his daddy and said, well, looks like if you would have put more in, you would have got more out, Dad, you know? And that was true, because if we don't put more into ourselves and our spiritual accounts, we're not going to withdraw and see our RTI, which is a return on our investments, okay? We're not going to see that return that we're looking for. We're going to be working long hours, and you sit back and say, you know, where did the time go? You're 65, 70, 80 years old and accomplished nothing. And look back and say, I've done nothing. I've not produced fruit. What did I do? How did I pour into myself? Am I over inconveniencing myself to convenience other people? Or am I allowing people to come against my boundaries and what I believe and what I have for myself? Am I taking care of my self-care mastery? Am I doing mental health checks? Am I going to my therapist? Am I seeking, what I need to invest in me? Or am I just busy trying to make other people happy? And us women, we do that a lot because we have the broken wing syndrome, okay? We want to fix everybody. And we're naturally equipped like that because we're women, womb cut open from a man. That's why we was made for our husbands, is because we are made to be an asset to his destiny and his assignment to help him fulfill his assignment, okay? So we're thinking we can help everybody fulfill their assignments, but we're only called to specific people. There's certain people that we're called to. There's certain people that are our tribe. There's certain people that are our community. And we have to understand that if it's not an asset to me, then it's a liability. Okay. If it's not empowerment to me and something that's going to be beneficial to me, then it's an infection. Okay. And we don't want to have an infection. In the healthcare industry, when you develop sepsis, It goes all throughout your body, because guess what? Your body is exposed to so much stuff. And us women, we have to be careful of what we expose ourselves to, what we allow to deplete us, to withdraw from our spiritual bank account. And one thing about it, and says when Jesus is saying it's crucial in the passage that your heart always follow your money. Okay, your heart always follow your money. So now when we said that, because it seems that our money will follow our heart, but our heart has to follow our money. We can't let the money follow the heart, because guess what? We can't hardly trust ourselves to spend money. I know as women, we have to be balanced, because we'll go out there and spend all kind of stuff, okay? But we have to be balanced and allow, understand the power of investments, understand the power of money, understand the power of your bank account, your spiritual bank account. And one thing about it is how much, and that's why I want you to get from this point here, is how much kingdom investing have you been doing lately into yourself? How much have you been investing in yourself lately? How much have you really been sitting down and say, you know what? I owe me. I owe myself in this season. 2023 is for me, because I've been investing in so many other things. I've not invested in myself, in my mental health, in what I like, what I'm happy about, what makes me thrive, you know, because it's time to come out of survival mode of what we've been taught traditionally. Grandmama and them and everybody, we trying to survive. God says, I want to bring you to a season of thriving. Now I want you to thrive. I don't want you to rob Peter to pay Paul. I don't want you to live paycheck to paycheck. I want you to have multiple streams of income, multiple streams of everything, so that you can be successful, so that you can go out there and serve, so that you can go out there and empower other people and be a blessing and give from the overflow. Okay? If you don't fill your cup and allow your cup to be full daily, I'm not talking about just periodically, I'm talking about that daily fill up that you get every morning, then what are we going to give from? How do we pour from? Because we can't pour from an empty cup. And if your glass is half full and you just keep pouring and pouring, who's pouring into you? Who's investing in you? Okay? Or who's taking from you? We have to realize that and have that balance. And he wants us to check our balance in this season, and says the reason God doesn't have some people's wallets is because he doesn't have their hearts. Okay, a lot of times that's because people can't give, people can't reach out and do what they need to do because the posture of the heart. Okay, and it's a heart check and a heart thing that we have to understand. And then the second thing he wanted me to speak about very briefly is one problem, one God. Doesn't matter how many problems that you may have, situations, circumstances, because we face so many adversities. We have to understand that we serve one God who is the supplier to every single need that we need met. And the story about Hannah in the Bible, when she wasn't able to conceive, he shut her womb, not because he didn't want her to conceive, but he had to make sure that if I allow you to conceive your son Samuel, are you going to give it back to me? And he's asking us that as women, if I shut your womb for a season, can I trust you to give your vision back to me? And what I gave you, give it back to me so that I can get the glory from it. Because everything that he gives us is not ours, it's his. Money, cars, it don't matter what it is. I've never seen a U-Haul at a funeral, okay? We can't take this stuff with us. But what are we leaving to become legendary on purpose? How are we leaving a legacy? How are we in our story seasons? How are we understanding that when we're getting ready to birth these businesses and birth things that God has given us, sometimes he allows the womb of a business or the womb of a marriage that you want to be married, single ladies, he allows it to be shut for a season because he wants to know, can he trust you with what he gives you? Can I trust you to give it back to me? Can I trust you to use it so that I can get the glory, so that you can go out there and reach and empower and impact the masses all over the globe to tell them who I am and what I can do for them? And then he says, he gave me last but not least, he says, God would not open Hannah's womb to conceive Samuel because he wants to make sure that he was certain that Hannah will be willing to give Samuel back for the purpose. And so that means your visions, your gifts, your talents. Like I said, everything belongs to God. And when you think about it, Hannah had one problem, and that was she was trying to conceive. And a lot of times we have problems as women or things that we deal with, and people try to pick at us, they try to down us. Oh, you got this issue, or you got that, but they don't understand God is at work. Just because you have an issue don't mean God is not at work. He's at work in that specific season in your life to groom you, to shape you, to put you on the potter's wheel and put you back in his face and back at his feet to understand, to know where your help come from, know where your strength come from, know where your supply comes from. It comes directly from him. So if Hannah had one problem and we got one problem, but guess what? We all serve one amazing God.
Wow, Natasha. I was thinking, because it's late night in India, so I was thinking for a coffee to make me awake. But after listening to you, oh my gosh, I don't need a coffee, because you have recharged everyone with your powerful speech, and you have proved, yes, women are the strongest creation of the God. And after seeing you, I forgot my illness of sore throat, and I took out my headphones. I started speaking. So thank you so much for inspiring me on the count of beautiful International Women's Day. Thank you so much, Natasha, for such a
Absolutely.
amazing speech. Great one.
Absolutely. God bless.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time again for US. And my next performer is, again, a beautiful soul who has inspired this world in a very positive manner. And she is none other than Dr. Anita C. Powell, founder of TAP NTU Movement, IIC Empowerment through Spoken Words Poetry. Welcome, Dr. Anita. The floor is all yours to hit on.
Thank you so much. This is so exciting. I'm so happy to be here. Absolutely. Happy, what is it? Women's History Month. So happy Women's History Month as we celebrate and honor each other. And thank you so much, Anu Jamel. Thank you. I appreciate you, my beautiful sister. And happy International Women's Day. So what I'd like to share with you, I'm a spoken word poet artist. And I'd like to share with you one of my poetic affirmations. That's what I call them. And this is called She Empowered, also reflections of you. And I dedicate this poem to each and every soul beautiful sister that is here this evening, afternoon, morning, and also to those who I'll be watching the replay and who are listening and viewing audience. So I hope you enjoyed this. This is titled Empowered She. Inside the beautiful darkness shines brilliant light, the separation of the sky above from the mighty deep below. The earth is solidified, the treasure of nature originates, the cosmos of the sun and the formation of the moon. Denizen of the deep glide and birds fly in the blue yonder. The animals traverse the solid surface of the earth. A child of the universe is born. 6 days of manifestation, then rest, and in time, the stars twinkle at night, the moon gives light, and the sun shines bright. And in the continuum, yes, a child of creation is born. A beautiful child, a magnificent child, a child with the power, presence, love, and essence of God inside. A child created in the image of I am and the Genesis. And to reminisce, as Og Mandingo said, before her very first cry, God whispered in her ear, "You are the greatest miracle on earth." And now she grows up to be a beautiful woman who's walked through the fire and ran through the storm. There's jazz in her pep, and yes, indeed, there is authority in her step. She mimics no one, you see. She has her own unique style. And yes, my beautiful sister lights up the room with her smile. Walking into the room, eyes glistening with energy, shared thought expressed, we listen. That's synergy. See, there is power in this space, and it radiates forth from within, inside the love and light permeating the atmosphere. Her beautiful aura is vibrant as the rainbow of color. Strength abides. She taps into that power inside, loyal and committed, an energy loving and pure, pure as gold, gold, bold, strong and unbreakable, sometimes shakeable, oh yeah, sometimes shakeable, yet never unstoppable, brilliant as a diamond sparkle. Her soul is truly, truly remarkable spirit, protective and nurturing. She's the bell heard by the heart. Now listen to her. It's wisdom she imparts. And with a heart full of gold, she shares and leaves nothing untold. And in the truth of the matter, she's a queen in the highest of stature. A glorious miracle be she, and it's so easy to see the Creator resides inside this child, this woman, this glorious miracle, which is you. And see, on that note, my sister, tap into you and touch on trust. Believe in you and in your prosperity. Believe in yourself and in the skill of your efficacy. Now, to doubt what you can do is truly out of touch with reality. Now, yes, there will be some that'll say it just ain't true, that what you cannot and should not do is believe in you. But pay that attention, no attention, my sister. Let me mention. Believe in your wealth, and that's including peace, love, courage, and prosperous good health. So beautiful, miracle you. Express in states of happiness. Yeah, we all have dreams. That's what life is made of. See, that's your love, your imagination, your faith, your expression, your life. That's what it is. So believe in you, believe in your dream and in your prosperity. Now, it doesn't matter how hard it is, how impossible you may have been told. There's one thing for sure. If you do not see and don't elevate that self-esteem, raise appreciation in the skill of your hands and your head, instead visiting and staying stuck on that doubt and dread. Dream on, my beautiful soul, beautiful sister. Don't hesitate. See, have courage. Touch on trust. Your faith will see you through. Expand the inside of your hope, your scope, your vision, and believe. Believe prosperity always and always will be within your reach. You just got to greet and meet it where it resides. And without question, my soul, beautiful sister, it's the miracle within you inside. And while you're at it, go ahead and touch on the creative within you. Believe how you want it, how you need it is your reality. So you'll touch the stars if you only go beyond the norm. You just got to embrace it within the depth of your soul. Greatest miracle in the world. Your dream, living in prosperity, is the lesson, the session in life. This represents your journey, the destination, and the reason you were born. And it doesn't matter how hard it looks, how deep is the valley or the bottom of the sea. Sister, touch on trust. Tap into you and believe. Believe within, and whether or not it's clear to you, the win, the inheritance, the right of abundance is yours. The source, supply, substance of support is the divine within you, laced by your heart, embraced by your soul, lined with the attributes of the divine, patiently waiting to contribute through you what you give to mankind. See, you are the excellence with the ideas placed in your mind. That's because, so beautiful, spirit, sister, friend, you are the masterpiece, always. You are the Creator's design. Happy Women's Day. Thank you.
Amazing. This is really wonderful, Dr. Anita. Till now, I've heard you as a speaker, as a global educator. But today, with your great vibes, I'm seeing your new avatar being a poetess. And thank you so much for enlightening this form of yours, a lovely poetry, which has inspired thousands of millions of women who are watching us live today. So thank you so much, Dr. Anita, for this beautiful evening and for this beautiful poetry too. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to move to Nigeria. And my next performer is Dr. Lynn. Dr. Lynn, welcome. The floor is all yours. I will not take much time to introduce you because the world knows you.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You can.
Exactly.
Oh, great. Yeah, good. Congratulations, every one of us. Happy Women's Day. It's a very delightful moment to be here with all of you. I will start with one of the songs I love so much, and I know Supriya loves it so much. You know, my voice is not like up there, but it gives me so much vibes when I sing it, and I'm ready to go. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm invincible. I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Well, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. We unstoppable today. We're unstoppable today. Thank you so much.
Amazing,
And
wonderful.
yeah, thank you. So I'll just like to do just two short poems that were originally written by me. Promise you it won't take a long time. Just a short poem that will just remind us of what we can add to the world. The first one is titled What Can You Give? And the next one is What Can You Be? So it's just to remind us as women that there's a lot we can give to the world. There's a lot we carry and there's a lot we can share. So what can you be? Be kind, be supportive, be responsible, be respectful, be resourceful, be nice, be an enabler, be an inspiration, be sensitive to others, be a team player, be a good listener, be positive, be grateful, be careful, be caring, be a builder, be a blessing, be impactful, be innovative, but first, most of all, be aware. And in all, try to be you. So thank you so much. That's the first poem. I'll go to the next one that says, what can you give? As women, what can we give to our world, to our children, to people around us? You can give up your time, your talents, and your gifts that you have. You can give comfort, encouragement, and any word that will uplift, not condemn. You can give good character, admirable and exemplary leadership with all humility and integrity. You can give up your substance, not for show off, but to meet someone in need when they need you the most. You can give your prayers and concern. Still heal one who is broken, and another one needs a breakthrough. You can give the best part of you by sharing happiness and laughter, peace and love, by the way we live and the way we value others. So I hope this gets to everyone. So happy International Women's Day. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. And I must say, a powerful message with a powerful song. And you said it rightly. We are unstoppable women and we are motivated by ourselves, because in life, women, you have to motivate yourself because there is no one to motivate you. Keep motivating yourself, keep moving, keep soaring high. And I would love to add, Lynn, in your speech, in your beautiful song, people will hate you, people will shake you, people will rate you, and people will break you. I repeat, people will hate you, break you, shake you, rate you. But it's you who will make you. So start making yourselves. So keep soaring high, keep rocking. And remember, women, we are unstoppable. And whenever you stop, just remember Dr. Lynn's song, and I'm sure you will keep moving on in your life and you will sing, I am unstoppable. Thank you so much, Lynn, for this beautiful, wonderful song. Keep rocking in your life. All the best. Well, ladies, we are moving now, and my next performer is again from USA, and she is none other than Dr. Jessica. Jessica, I hope you're here.
Yes, I'm right here.
Yeah, she's there. Wow. The floor is all yours, Jessica.
Thank you so much for this invitation, Dr. Supriya. Thank you. And we are unstoppable, as Lynn says, because of what Anita said about creating. What are you creating? We have the ability to create, and that creative ability, not just creative, but also creation, it comes from that part of God that is inside of us. And I'm kind of tying together a lot of the thoughts that many of the people have expressed today. I've been taking little notes in my notebook about them. And I want to thank in particular Dr. Parvez and Vaughn for being here as ambassadors for men. And we know that we need men as advocates for this group. And I had written down some words that some of the other people had said, but let me start. Well, I guess I've already started, but I'm going to go to an introduction. I work at Miami University in Ohio as an academic in the Farmer School of Business with some amazing researchers. I'm specifically an assistant director in social entrepreneurship. And social entrepreneurship is consists of diverse activities that are also innovative, and they're strategically targeted at failures in the social market. And women are particularly inclined to find these failures and fill those gaps. And the amazing work of the researchers I do has discovered, in fact, that now this is based on research. You might laugh at it, but it really is, because one of my jobs is to read all that stuff, that if a woman is an entrepreneur and she gets money back from her endeavors, she feeds her children, clothes her children, fixes something in her house, and then reaches out to the community, whether that's a faith organization or whatnot, and invests in the community. And that is in contrast to what we see in many of the developing nations, where if a man gets a paycheck, the first thing he does goes and buys a beer. And so when you invest in women, I'm not kidding you. I read all this research. So when you invest in women, you are investing in the entirety of a community. So that's just a little bit about what I do as it relates to International Women's Day. And I'm going back to some notes I wrote about Esther and the concept of control. And when we act out of trying to control, that's an action out of fear, and it's an action not in the empowerment and not in abundance, but it's in victimhood. And historically, going back, men know what they have a basic anthropological need for, and they then created out of fear a series of control mechanisms to keep women in control. Many men and women have gone far beyond that, thank goodness, which is why we are where we are today. But I implore families to teach their children, both men and women, to not control or try to control someone else, because we can't, but train our children, raise our children to learn to control themselves. And this self-control, it's another word for it we use in my field. It'll come to me in a minute, but discipline, self-discipline allows you to take what you're creating and focus and actually accomplish something. So this concept of self-control is so valuable for taking what we're capable of and actually getting it out there on earth. And it takes a balance, as one of the other speakers was saying, balancing the male and the female energy and all of those talents to achieve what we can. And it's so sad that there are women where they're not allowed out of the house, where female genital mutilation occurs as a matter of culture. And culture has perpetuated horrible atrocities in many places on earth. The US is no exception. And so don't make excuses for culture. Culture exists in each one of the women and men in this room. We have not only the power to change that culture, we have the duty to, and the responsibility to say, hey, that's not okay. And hey, I'd rather go in that direction. And and I'm still like uniting a lot of the thoughts from the notes that I took down here, that, you know, our spiritual accounts and allowing people to withdraw from us. But the idea that I spend a lot of time doing things because I'm an academic and I'm out there, you know, teaching my students and organizing curricular events for students, and I have to buy the food for it. But it helps to regain our balance if we remember that beneath all of that doing is being itself. Our very existence, and focusing on that part of God that is within us allows God to flourish in our daily lives. If you feel too frenetic and you're running around doing, wait a minute, take a break, refocus your energy on the divine within, such that goodness can flourish. And don't act out of fear of a lack of control, because we don't control anybody. If you act out of abundance and from your heart, and a woman in your home or a girl is allowed to flourish, then everybody is happy. And my first degree was in anthropology, so I often go back to those anthropological or biological roots. The code for human happiness is actually a part of our bodies. And if that is honored, then everybody's happy. It takes a little subtlety of thinking, a subtlety of being, and respect for another. But if we honor that code as it is literally built into humanity's physicality, then not only do women gain empowerment, but entire societies can develop. And if you're in a society where women aren't allowed out of the home, or where these atrocities are committed, you can't develop. Societies need that 50% of women and 50% of men to lift them up. And I want to say that I'm so grateful to be here with all of these amazing women and men on International Women's Day. And I think I've tried to hit most of the points that I was thinking about, but there was one other thing that Natasha said that made me think of boundaries and bullying. And I have been a victim of bullying before, and I think maybe many of you have. And it took me a long time to think about my own actions relative to that. And we are called to say no when someone is bullying us. And someone doesn't come up to us and say, I'm going to bully you. It's that thing inside of us that goes, this doesn't feel right. And if you say no and you make a boundary for that potential bully, you also make a boundary against the potential development of that narcissistic behavior, which is so prevalent on earth today. Now, obviously, I don't want you to put yourself in danger, but wherever possible, make a boundary for any kind of bullying behavior. And that's not necessarily where I wanted to end, but there are lots of nuggets of empowerment for entire communities in my message. So thank you, Supriya, for letting me meet these amazing men and women and letting me be a part of it.
Gratitude, Jessica, and I should say to you a great thanks for enlightening us with your great views and the way you said about so many things, how to be calm, how to be cool. When we are running in our day-to-day life about hush push, and we have to relax a little. So that was really a soothing message from you. Thank you so much for enlightening everyone over here with this lovely evening. Thanks to you too. Well, beautiful ladies, now we have another performer, last but not the least, and she is none other than Professor Dr. Elizabeth Kurma, Ambassador from UK. Professor, welcome. And the floor is all yours.
Good evening from the UK, precisely Rochester, Kent. How are you doing, ladies? I bet you are doing okay. Wow. It's so interesting to hear all of you here today on what you've spoken. You all are so phenomenal. You're special, you're loving, you're kind, you're proactive, you're confident in yourself, you're lovable, you're smart, you're thinkable. And this just, as the last person to speak really, and I have two insights to what I'm speaking today. And one is just to sum up on everything that all of you here have spoken. As you've heard, Dr. Supriya introduced me. I am Sickle Cell Intervention CEO, a director of Sickle Cell Disorder in United Kingdom and also internationally. I am a school governor and also a public health consultant, and I also work in the community as a parish councillor, which I'm just about to take that role in about a few months. So yes, and it brought me to what I'm sum up onto all our speakers here today. Dr. Lynn has spoken about unstoppable, you know, Dr. Esther has spoken about multitasking. Wow, it's so powerful. And Natasha has spoken about our spiritual boundaries and all of that. You know, it's so insightful. And Jessica spoke about something special as well in terms of bullying, which is really a powerful subject. And that brought me to what I'm saying here today, is a subject called Choose to Win. Choose to win. And the psalmist said in the Bible, in Psalm 1-3, and he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth its fruits in its season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he does shall prosper. Wow. The future belongs to those who prepare for it. There are lots of good things that can happen to you and for you along the path of life without you preparing for it or doing anything for them to happen. However, God's best isn't that you wait for all good things to fall on you. For example, the Bible tells us that Christ died for the whole world. The work of salvation has been consumed. It has been made available to everyone in the world. Wow. But sadly, there are people who still go to hell. Is it God's fault, or was it the salvation inadequate? Certainly not. It's because not to accept his salvation is the choice they made that's taking them to hell. Someone's others never heard of Christ's salvation, and it's a responsibility to tell the untold. In the same way, you're the offspring of success. All women out here, you are the offspring of success. Therefore, you can't and shouldn't be anything less. Success is our birthright. However, just because you've got the sense of success in you doesn't mean you're going to live up your calling. You've got to do something about it. You must choose to win. Choose to be a success as a woman Organize yourself for it. Plan for it and work towards it. Sometimes it can be really bad. It's not easy. The path to success. Sometimes you climb the ladder and boom, you're down again. So how can you get up? You dust yourself. You dust yourself and get up. Success and failure are neither accidental nor mysterious. If you consistently practice the principles of success according to God's word, you are guaranteed to experience good success in every area of your life. On the other hand, the one in success, on the other hand, the one who lives with vision, purpose, and a sense of direction will fail miserably in life. It's still early in the year, a good time to organize and strategize by the Spirit to win by a victor on every count of victories. Remember, it's not enough to hope for success. You make it happen. It's a choice that you must make. A choice that we women must make in order to thrive. And that brought me to the second part, which is how we embrace equity. Can we all do a sign like this? I want everyone to do a sign like that, please. Okay, that's just showing that we are embracing equity as a whole. It's not just something we say, it's not just something we write, it's something we need to think about. Value and embrace is what we believe in unconditionality. Equity means creating an inclusive world, and we are all part of it. Each one of us here can actively support, embrace equity within our own sphere of influence. And that's what I want us to take, that all that we can do today, we embrace equity and we choose to win. Thank you so much.
Great, Dr. Augusta. What a powerful speech with a powerful meaning and so many wisdom of nuggets behind this. And thank you so much for enlightening us. And I never felt that this is the end of our journey, because every ending has a beginning. That's what Professor has given a beautiful message on International Women's Day and enlightening our today's evening journey or morning journey or afternoon journey of every country women's a marvelous one. What a ravishing and a powerful knowledge. We all have been enlightened today. Thank you, Professor, once again. Well, beautiful ladies, I never thought that the time has spent and we are over, because we are never over. And as Lynn sang the song of Unstoppable, we are unstoppable and we will continuously moving in our journey, gradually, slowly, but we will win this race. So gratitude to all the performers today. You made this day a super special, a super enthusiastic. And I also thanks to my hardworking, dedicated team, Dr. Dragon, Dr. Anuja, for their everlasting support and, of course, a lot of motivation. Before I say adieu, I would like to say only one thing. Women are the beautiful creation of the God, and she plays n number of jobs which every man, every woman has to understand. We celebrate International Women's Day, but most important, we should have respect, love, harmony, peace, and that has to be felt from our heart. Because when we will feel those heartly feelings, that matters a lot. That shows our generosity. That shows our truth. And in that case, we are really celebrating Women's Day. If we see the acronym of women, then we will say 100 acronyms. It's not like only one or two we are speaking. It's N number. Because W, wonderful wife. O, outstanding friend. M, marvelous daughter. A, adorable sister. N, nurturing mother. She has N number of acronyms. And this is just an example I have given you. So start respecting a woman, loving a woman, and most important, everything should be coming from your heart, your generosity, your meaning. And that, in another way, we are celebrating International Women's Day. So thank you so much once again for sparing a beautiful evening. And of course, to all the lovely ladies, respect to both the genders. Love you all. Stay happy, hale and hearty, and we're going to meet soon. Thank you so much.
Amazing, Dr. Supriya. Thank you so much. Wonderful closing.
Wonderful. Thank you so
you,
much.
everyone.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. We're grateful. Thank
We are
you.
unstoppable. Yes.
God bless you to you
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you.
from Spain.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Looking forward to next
Happy day.
conference together.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.